Good evening, YouTube. General Soul back with Tales of Grace SF. And now that we're at the start of Chapter 5, we have a chance to do quite a few side quests, such as this one. So we are able to go back to every town that we have been to now, including Barona and I forget the name of the other one. I'm wanting to say Grailside. It might be Grailside, I can't remember. But while Richard was there, we weren't allowed into those two towns in the last chapter. Now that Richard is out and about in the world, we can enter those towns. And we have a good 6 to 8 side quests that we can do between all the towns. So we're going to get those done. Do we need to do these side quests at all? No. Some of them will give you some titles. Some of them, like this one, will give you a new shop that is specifically for making your combined gems better. So there is that to think about. But for the and some of them is just a little bit more story. Like apparently, Hubert and this girl have a history. Alright, so I'm not gonna show all the exploration or anything because this took me almost 4.5 hours to record. I did get the trophies for getting 50 titles for Sharia, Pascal, and Sophie doing this. And I am 2 titles away from 50 for Malik and 3 away from Hubert getting 50 titles. And in fact, we got to the point where pretty much everyone but Hubert was mastering titles instead of switching titles because they've already got the level 5 on everything. Alright, so to find these tools, we need to go into the Stratton Desert and fight this fight. Not too hard. And we'll get a scene about the tools, and on all these side quests you would turn them back in at an end request to get your reward. Some of them will have a little cutscene. Some of them will just be like, okay, here's your reward. But yeah, so what this one does is, as I said, when you turn this in, you'll get another little cutscene indicating that Hubert and Marion, or whatever her name is, have some kind of history, and she will open up a gem shop, a gem polishing shop, where she will make your gems stronger.
Are you close with that craftswoman, Hubert?
I barely know the woman. We were in the same unit once. That's all. Come on, you can tell us the truth, Hubert.
You're on my case too? It's none of your business.
Well, you don't need to be so mean about it.
Hey, take it easy, you two. Let me ask you something then.
All right.
How are things with my brother? Don't tell me you reunited after 7 years and nothing's happened.
No, nothing happened. Shut up.
What was that all about? Nothing.
When you return to Old Ray by the Truth Salt, there's this side quest where Hubert's going to walk off and he's going to meet someone, and we're going to pick up a report. This is another side quest for a inn request. Just a lot of these side quests are for inn requests, so just keep that in mind. There's maybe one or two here that don't have anything to do with inn requests. In general, with the inn request, you're just getting a lot of SP, maybe some gold, maybe some items. Nothing major. So, yes, you can skip doing these side quests if you want. In fact, many of these side quests I've never done because I didn't know that they were around. I'm not necessarily going to show you turning in the item unless it's going to give you a cutscene. Now, remember all those flower seeds we've been collecting? I think it's time we do something with them. Come to Sharia's house. And Sharia has a empty flower bed in front of her house. To which she tells Sophie, go ahead and plant your flowers here. So every time you get a flower seed, you can come back to Lant in front of Sharia's house and plant the flowers. So you will plant the flowers one at a time. It will eventually, when you don't have any seeds, she'll say something about we should get more flowers or something like that. So there is no trophy for growing all these flowers. Probably you get a title, so it could help with that. But there is more than 100 titles that everyone can get. So you're not exactly hurting for titles if you don't want to do this side quest at all. We'll see about completing it, but not a priority. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. Alright, so I'm out of seeds, so we'll have to get some more eventually. Go into Sharia's house and search the cupboard here, and you will get a little scene with Sharia's grandfather, Frederick, who has lost a handkerchief. And seems that it's by the item shop of Barona, so we will need to head over there. There is another side quest that we could have picked up here that leads to Barona as well, and it would have saved us some time, except that my notes did not have them all together, as in do these like this. It was just you can do these numbers, and as I'm doing the numbers, and I guess like it would have been easier if I had known that I could just do these two and they lead to basically the same town. Okay, so on my way to Barona, I unlocked all of Hubert's costumes. So this is his unique costume. This is his swimsuit, his butler. This is a fan-made costume. And this is his school uniform. And this is from Tales of Vesperia. So unless there's some more that you can just unlock playing the game, that's all the costumes. Now, if you come to the item shop and press X at the star, we get this scene where we get the handkerchief back, and then basically this entire subquest is kind of just cutscenes of people trying to get Asbel and Sharia to finally admit what everyone already knows and get a room together. Okay, there was a request for a Windsor crest at the Barona Inn. So if you come back to Orlan, where we first started the adult arc, all the way back to where we fought that first beast, where we had to learn about Nova, we find Bryce here. I lowered the difficulty for this fight. Bryce is easily the hardest boss fight I have fought in this game. He will combo the holy living hell out of a character taking them down in 1 or 2 combos. You get him low enough health, he will start going up to people and just one-shotting them. Literally just doing a one-shot 30,000 HP hit that no one can survive. And I ended up using all of my gels and all of my revive potions fighting him on evil, and I could not beat him. He has a lot of HP, a lot of defense. He is fast as fuck, and he hits super, super fucking hard on evil. So I ended up having to reload and fought him on normal, and he is a lot more manageable. He still has that instant kill move, so be aware of that, and he does hit me with it at one point. But if you can beat Bryce on evil or chaos, my hat's off to you. I would love to see that video, because I did not even know that this was a fight. I did not even know this was a side quest. I've never seen a video of anyone fighting Bryce in the adult arc. But I would love to see someone beat him on chaos, because this motherfucker hurts on evil. I didn't have chaos unlocked whenever I fought him, but I did end up getting chaos unlocked during the course of this video. So we do have chaos available, and keep in mind with the chaos, as I stated before, you don't have to play any part of the game on chaos, not 1 second. I'm going to give it a try and see how we do with chaos. But when you get to the final boss, there are 4 trophies involving the final boss, and they are beating that boss on moderate, hard, evil, and chaos. And he got Hubert with the one-hit kill. Those trophies for beating the final boss on those difficulties do not stack. You have to do them one after another. So what we're going to do when we get there is, instead of having to do 4 different playthroughs, we're going to use the last save before the final boss, beat it on moderate, beat it on hard, beat it on evil, beat it on chaos. Anyway, now that we have done that, we got the Windsor Crest. There's no other cutscenes for turning that in, so I'm not going to bother showing that. Bryce's claws are a very good weapon for Sophie, so I've got those equipped on her right now. And once you've got the beloved handkerchief and you turn it in, you will get a cutscene with Frederick, Asbel, and Sherry again. And yeah, Frederick left the handkerchief in Verona on purpose to get Asbel and Sharia to admit what we all know already, and they should just get a room and get it done with. Now, if you return back to Grailside, or however it's pronounced, and talk to Duke Dallin, he will give you a side quest that is stationed under the Wallbridge, in the Wallbridge ruins, where we first met Pascal. Specifically, you want to get back to where we saw that image of Sophie, well, the first time we went through the Wallbridge ruins. While we're in the area, if you come back to where Richard first kind of turned evil, talk to this maid. I see a lot of characters that look like previous Tales of characters. I see Presea, I see Anise, I see Genius in his Cats costume. If any of the others are based on characters from the Tales series, they must be characters from games that didn't come out in Japan, because I do not recognize them. But if you agree to play hide and seek, you need to find all these kids, and you will probably want a guide. I had a video guide going because a lot of these kids are hidden in spots of, if you don't know they're there, you're not finding them. There is no, hey, there's someone there. It's, there's no one in this room. This motherfucker's hiding behind the wall. Anyway, if you go up the stairs to the roof, if you have some croquettes, this Turtles will ask for some, but I apparently do not have any. He'll give you some items if you give them what they want, and there are several characters that will ask for items or ask for something, and if you give it to them, they'll give you something in return. Alright, so follow my path to find all the children. They are very well hidden. I am using a video guide for this at the same time, trying to follow it. So if you see me hesitating, I'm waiting for the guide to do something. Come up to... Okay, there's the bridge. Come up to the very top here. And behind these stairs, behind the barrel, is our first child. Like I said, you have no indication that there's anyone there. Without a guide, without pictures or video, you have no idea anyone's there. Anyway, let's head down and go across the bridge now and up. From here, talk to this soldier that's kind of under the bed, and he's going to ask you to lend him some money. Go ahead and do so. Now, go leave the room and go down. From here, we want to climb down the ladder to the bottom floor. There's a child hidden right there that, again, you would not even know that Genius is there unless you have a guide. Come up here, there's this soldier. He's going to basically just give you ... Keep talking to him. Keep talking to him. And eventually he's going to admit that he was told to stand there by the children. So he'll finally leave, and there is a child behind him. She kind of looks like Colette, but not in the right costume. Alright, in here, there's one right there behind the barrel, hidden away where you can't see them. We got another one. Leave the room. Go back to the ladder. climb up. And we are going all the way back up to the top. And from here, go down. Go down again. From this room, climb down the ladder, or climb up to the roof, sorry. Go across, talk to the soldier. This one, you're going to have to give him something to get him to move. He wants croquettes. I happen to have croquettes. We need him out of the way. He is blocking the way to a child, so you cannot get the child without giving this guy croquettes. Which, remember, there is a Turtles here in town that you can do some dualizing. Anyway, right there by the boxes is Persea. Now that we've got her, climb back down the stairs. Go down. And get off here in the middle. Exit the door. Go towards the turtles, by the way. This one you can see. Alright, with that one done, now enter this door. In this room, get on the ladder and go up, down. And from here, leave to the south, talk to the soldier. You need to give this guy 3 life bottles. He'll give you a feather badge, and then he'll get out of your way. And there's Anise. At least she doesn't have her doll. If you played Tales of the Abyss, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, head down here, talk to the guard here, and blah blah blah, complaining about money. Alright, so he'll leave because apparently we have less money, and this is the guy that we loaned money to earlier, so he comes back and gives us a reward, and there's a child right there. You can kind of barely see her. And with that being the final child, we get our reward. After the scene, Sharia gets a title.
Pathetic. To think soldiers would waste time on such a frivolous game.
But everyone had fun, right? Didn't you have fun, Sharia?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. But more than that. It's just nice to see Windor at peace like this. I mean, I know the world remains in terrible danger, but still.
At peace.
Captain?
Ah, forget it. A little game every now and then can't hurt.
In the underground wall bridge ruins, here is the area we want to go to. This is not a very hard fight at all. It's just regular enemies, so take them out and then leave the wall bridge ruins, return to Grailside, turn it in the request, and you will get a scene with Duke Dolan in Verona.
I'm trembling. Why?
Detonate! Bloodshot! Aqua Bolt! Bloodshot! Tiger Blade! Prepare yourself! Dance like the damned! Instant balls! Slice! Prepare yourself! Dance like the damned! Instant balls! Megasonic thrust! Bloodshot!
You need to study up on the basics.
So this scene basically just explains why you don't see Duke Dolan anymore after Richter kind of just showed that he's evil and has started going around the world taking all the Elith that he can find. So back in Lant, if you go back to your mother's room, you will have a scene where Hubert asks if she knows anything about a trade permit, and she mentions she knows someone in Verona. So this would have saved us a lot more time if I had actually known that I could do this side quest the same time that I picked up the handkerchief quest from Frederick, because we could have just gotten the handkerchief, the trade permit, and Bryce done all at once. And in the time that we moved over there, also do the wall bridge and the hide and seek. But anyway, this guy that we're looking for is in Verona Castle, just to the right of the throne room. Talk to him, and we get a little bit of backstory about Hubert and Asbel's father, and essentially find out that probably their father was killed because he refused to side with Cedric against the king. Alright, back in U Liberte, there's one last side quest. In the residential section, you will see this maid. Talk to her, and they seem to think Sophie is some girl named Moira. Well, we're going to get this side quest where apparently she looks like the daughter of a noble family, but the daughter was actually, she went out of town and was killed by monsters, and we are requested to go find the locket. So you want to go to West Strata Desert, like when we went towards the ruins where Richter appeared all of a sudden in the last chapter, and you will find where we need to go. So what we're looking for is right here, these bones right here at the star. No fight or anything. We will just have a scene where Malik's like, yeah, there's remains of a girl right here that's about the same size as Sophie. And we're going to take the locket back to town and basically upset the mother because, yeah, her daughter is dead and Sophie is not Moira. So this got Sophie's 50th title right here. We have unlocked Chaos difficulty, as I'm showing you here. And everyone except for Hubert and Malik have 50 titles. So we're going to end the video here. If you're enjoying the walkthrough, drop a like. Feel free to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys next time as we continue Tales of Graces F.